Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to teach you about laboratory equipments used in the chemistry. The laboratory equipments are the main important or the essential things needed for chemistry reactions and solutions. To mix any solutions, to hold any solutions, to heat the solution. These are the essential or the basic parts of chemistry. See here. Here they stored some chemicals in the test tubes, or here they need to mix this with this stick, and here they stored something chemicals in these. Now let's discuss separate equipment with separate uses. First one, test tube. Test tubes are of various sizes and made of Pyrex glass or the borosilicate glass. Pyrex glass or the borosilicate glasses are the glasses which do not break if they fall on the ground also they do not break. So that they are also called as hard glass test tube or the boiling test tube. These test tubes or this glass material is mainly used to make test tubes to heat the liquids or the chemicals. This test tube is directly heated on the flame. This is the picture of test tube. See here, there are the different test tubes with different chemicals. Next, test tube holder. This is the iron tank provided with the wooden handle. It's used for the holding test tube when a substance is being heated. For the test tube there will be no stand, so they need to hold the test tube with their hand. That test tube will be directly heated on the flame. Here this part holds the test tube. This part holds the test tube, and this is the holder from the hand. Next, test tube stand. In these stands they will be kept some chemicals. If they mixed one chemical and they kept here, and if they mixed this chemical and they kept here, they want to mix 3 to 4 chemicals, so they'll store the chemicals in different test tubes. So to keep the test tubes upright, they use this stand. See, it is a plastic for keeping test tubes in the position. Test tube racks are the laboratory equipments used to hold upright multiple test tubes at the same time. This is like a stick like structure. Same time, this is like a stick like structure. With this they reverse the test tube and they keep inside that for the support of test tubes. Next, these are the flask. That's first one is round bottom flask. It's the glass container with spherical bulb and narrow cylinder neck. It's generally used for heating liquids. This is the round bottom flask. This is only used during heating, and it's mainly used for the heating the liquids and solids. These test tubes are used in the heating of solids like sublimations. They will use like sublimations. In this part they will keep the cotton plug to not to escape the gas from this flask. This is the flat bottomed flask. It is a glass container with spherical bulb which is flattened at the base and is provided with the cylindrical neck. It's used for the mixing and storing chemicals in the form of liquid. If we see only until this part, it's like somewhat earth shaped, and here it's like narrow cylinder. These two, if we mix, we'll get this flat bottomed flask. It's used mainly for mixing the chemicals or storing the chemicals in the form of only liquids. We can't store in gases or solids. Next, conical flask. It's a cone shaped flask with flat base and provided with the cylinder neck. It's also used for mixing and storing the chemicals in the form of liquid. This mainly has this measurement table. See here, you can see, I think 500, 400, 300 and 200 ml. This is used mainly for the storage of chemicals, like with a fixed quantity. Next, beaker. It's an open glass for the mixing and storing chemicals in the form of liquid. If we see until here, only this part, if we see only until this part, it's like somewhat earth shaped, and here it's like narrow cylinder. These two, if we mix, we'll get this flat bottomed flask. It's used mainly for mixing the chemicals or storing the chemicals in the form of only liquids. We can't store in gases or solids. Next, conical flask. It's a cone shaped flask with flat base and provided with the cylinder neck. It's also used for mixing and storing the chemicals in the form of liquid. This mainly has this Measurement tables here you can see, I think 500, 400, 300 and 200 ml. This is used mainly for the storage of chemicals, like with a fixed quantity. Next, beaker. It's an open glass container in cylindrical shape and provided with the lip of pouring out the liquids. These beakers are of different sizes as 50 cc, 100 cc, 250 cc and 500 cc. These are measured in the cc levels or the ml levels. This is also used for mixing. Next, glass rod. These are the standard glass rod will be of 3.3 millimeter diameter. It has 3 millimeter of diameter. It's long rod. It's generally used for stirring the chemicals in the form of liquid. If we have a beaker, add some water and add some salt. If you want to mix these both, you need a spoon, or you will take steel and glass and you will mix, pour out from that to this. But in chemistry, in labs, they use these glass rods to stir this. Thank you. If you like this video, please like this video, share and subscribe to our channel. Have a great day.